Welcome back to Timoteo Tv Playoff Edition. Let's get right back where we left off. We're in the middle of the number 2 versus number 7 seed, Cardinals-Ravens. Buddy, how you feel about this?
No, wait a minute here. Let's really go where we left off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not done with what I was saying. I ran out of time, you know. The Cardinals, they haven't been tested this year at all. And I think I mentioned that. The thing is they won their games because of Superman Spencer intercepting the ball. That does not fly in the grade 8 playoffs, right? You can't win and just base your whole season off of these miracle interceptions. So I just want to say, good season, Cardinals. You'll have one more win this week against the other team. And but I'm sorry, but those miracle wins are over. Sorry, buddy. Time is yours.
Okay, now that I get a chance to speak. The Cardinals, I mean, they're the only disappointment this season was that loss to the 49ers. Other than that, they've looked amazing throughout the year. The Ravens have looked up and down, up and down. I mean, they're real sporadic. I think they're on their 3rd quarterback now, and Week 8 is not the time to figure things out. Now, it is Dan's birthday this week, so maybe the players will be playing for Dan. Or maybe they won't be. I don't know. But Dan, best of luck to you on your birthday. But the Cardinals, I mean, with that quarterback, I mean, it's so hard to stop him. He can just dissect you any way of the field. He can throw it down the middle. He can throw it to the left. He can throw it to the right. He can throw it running to his left and throwing. The one thing that's kind of been his Achilles heel a little bit is he gets sacked. But the Ravens, they don't really put pressure on the quarterback. They're 7th in sacks with only 10 this year. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. If you leave him back there, he's going to dissect you, hitting all the receivers. Dada's going to have a big game. Spencer's going to have a big game. Elijah's going to have a big game. You got to put pressure on the Cardinals quarterback. Now on the Ravens, you have their new quarterback here. Coming in, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get it with the pressure on the line. The only way the Ravens stay in this game is if the Cardinals probably throw interceptions early, but I still think they have the opportunity to come back. I don't see this one being a close one. Got the Cardinals winning 50-27.
All right, well, let's go to our 5 o'clock games. We have Raiders-Redskins. What's the end? The game, I think it was 38-19 or something in the regular season.
25-13.
25-13, all right. So somewhat close, you know, not a blowout, but, I mean, what's going to happen this time?
Yeah, well, the Skins were tied for the toughest strength of schedule. Their opponents were 35-29 this year. The Raiders, they had the 5th easiest. Their opponents were 31-33, so their opponents didn't even have a winning record. They took care of business when the Raiders did when they had to play the Justice Division. The only team they beat in the Peace Division was the Vikings, the other team. Now, the Skins against the Big Five are 2-2. Their 2 wins were by 31 points against the Eagles and 2 points, and their losses were by 6 points and 1 point. Their losses were against the 49ers and the Cards. Now, the Raiders, against the grade 8, their losses were by 11 points, 12 points, 21 points, and 14 points. They did not play the Cardinals. I think these 2 teams, they match up well. I think this won't be necessarily a blowout. I think the Raiders, they're the surprise team. You never know what to expect when it comes to playoff time. I mean, these could be the Cinderella team. So the Skins better not sleep. I mean, the Skins last week had a tough time against the Packers B and C teams and barely won by 2 points. So we'll see if they can step up the intensity for playoff time. I have the Skins winning this one 31-13.
All right. What's your opinion, buddy?
Well,
Raiders going to surprise us like they did 2 years ago? Or?
Well, I don't know if they're going to surprise anybody this game, but I do agree with Chris. They do match up well. The Redskins, I've seen it firsthand last week. I mean, Eric throws one of the best lobs in Timoteo, probably the best lob in Timoteo to his receivers. My guys had a tough time at safety. They had number 10 and Kahari just jumping up and making amazing catches over my defenders. But the one thing about the Raiders is they get interceptions. I mean, they're 2nd in the league in interceptions. All 3 of their safeties can jump up with anybody in the league. So it's going to just be who comes down with the ball. The Redskins, Eric, I mean, he's just been amazing this year. And I think his streak is going to continue. And I got the Redskins beating the Raiders 43-25.
All right. And then let's go to our final 5 o'clock game. 4 and 5 seed, always an interesting game. Teams are usually pretty closely matched. We got the Packers and the Eagles. Packers looking for some revenge, of course, from the regular season. Historically, we've kind of struggled with the Eagles in the past, but what's going to happen this week?
This one kills me, man. This is a tough one. I mean, you got the Eagles 4th on offense, 5th on defense. Packers 5th on offense, number 1 in defense. They always match up well. They play well together. Against the Big Five, the Eagles only have 1 win, and it really wasn't a win against the Packers, because if you look at the film, the Packers had an extra touchdown. So in reality, the Eagles are really part of the other 4. But we'll say that for another day. The Eagles did have the easiest schedule of anybody else in the Peace Division. So that's why their record's up there so hard. They had losses against the Skins of 31 points and 20 points against the 49ers. So they're the only team getting blown out in the Big Five. The Packers, last time these guys played, the Eagles, quote-unquote, won 20-19. But here's the issue. The Packers struggle in the playoffs. They struggle in the postseason. And I think that it's going to be a sweep this week of all the higher seed teams. And as sad and as painful as this is, I think the Eagles are going to pull this one out 25-19. Packers start their offseason this week.
All right. What do you got, buddy?
Well, this is definitely a revenge game. I mean, the Eagles and Packers games are always close, and the Eagles are dominating the series. I believe the Packers only have 1 win against the Eagles. And they also struggle in the first round. I mean, Leroy and the Eagles have been kind of building momentum since that game against the 49ers. The Jets, they ran through the Jets, and then also they just running through their last game this week against the Vikings. So they're carrying the momentum, kind of going out there. The 2-5 swag look like it's back. And the Packers, I mean, they seem to struggle against really competitive teams, losing very close games. Can the Packers and their young guys on their team, can they pull this off? I don't know. I mean, I think the game's going to be very close, and I think it's going to come down to extra points. And I think that's going to be the key to this game. And with the Packers and Eagles, I believe I'm going to have to go with the Packers winning this game 26-25 and advancing to the second round for the first time in a while. So I don't know if you guys have anything else to say about that. Again, it should be the game of the week. I mean, it should be very close game. Leroy doesn't disappoint in the playoffs, just in the championship.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Sorry, Leroy. But
yeah, it should be a great game for sure. So real quick here, guys, before we close this thing out. So it sounds like you have the same 4 advancing.
Well, he's got the Eagles.
Oh, you have the Eagles win. Oh, my bad. So you have that, the 4, just the difference between Packers and Eagles. Who do you guys got then going to the Urban Bowl? And then at this point?
Yeah, let me break down. The Final 4 is going to be the 49ers versus the Eagles, the Cards versus the Skins. Now, the 49ers will beat the Eagles, and it won't even be that hard, so it won't be an upset there. And then the Skins are going to beat the Cards. It's not going to be an upset then. Even though the Skins are a lower seed, the Cards lose, nobody's going to be upset. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be an upset. So you got the 49ers and Skins, and I think the Skins have what it takes to make it 2 in a row. Skins are our champs, 2012.
Wow. What do you think, buddy?
Well, I got advancing to the Final 4. I got the 49ers, Packers, Cardinals, and Redskins. I got the 49ers beating the Packers in the revenge game, and then I got the Cardinals taking care of the Redskins, and then that's going to be the Urban Bowl, best Urban Bowl of all time, and I got the 49ers pulling out with their first Urban Bowl win, and I'm not going to say that I called it, but I called it.
Okay. Yeah, and that'd be 2 new teams also that have never been in the Urban Bowl even, so that'd be great. But so thanks for joining us. We'll have to see, what goes down here. Quick note, for second round, whoever the highest seed is, they will get the lowest seed. So it's not a set bracket. So say the 49ers are in and then there's an upset or something that they would, they would have whoever the lowest seed is.
Yep.
So just make sure you're aware of that. But make sure you come out to the field. Keep checking out the website, TimoteuFootball.com. Even if your season's over, keep checking it out. We're going to be doing events. Things are going to be happening. And definitely come out to the field, enjoy some games. We'll see you there.
Yeah.